Okay, everybody. Today I'm going to be talking to you about how you're going to be completing your locker assignment. So the first step that you're going to be taking is going to OnCampus. You will log in with your credentials. You will then find our class, Dowling 101, period number 8. Okay, from this point, you will click on the Assignments tab, and then find the locker presentation. You click on that. So it is at this perspective that it will look different from your page. However, you should see somewhere a link that is labeled Locker. When you find that link, you're going to be clicking on it. You will then make a copy of this link so that you can edit it. Okay, hopefully you were following me to this point. I'm going to be explaining how this assignment works, so if you need to stop the video at any point in time or rewind it, you may do that. So the next thing that we're going to do is go to our drive. And then we are going to find our student interest inventory. And for some of you, this may be one of the first things in your drive because your drive is still probably fairly empty. And then we're going to drag that student interest inventory so that it's nested right by our locker design. Okay, so our first step is going to be to label slide 3, 4, and 5. So essentially, you're going to be creating a presentation about yourself using the information that you recorded from your student interest inventory. Okay, so when it comes to slide number 3, you're going to use the headline, all about me. And you can go ahead and delete this because I'll explain those steps. Okay, then the next slide will be favorites. Finally, your last slide will be academics. And it is at this point that you will use at least 3 of these questions from each section and find a picture that relates to the answer to that question and post it in the corresponding slides. So I will briefly provide you with an example, one that I created for myself. Maybe. Okay, not a big deal. At any rate, if you go to OnCampus, you'll be able to find an example that I posted. Okay, it's now there. You're going to click on it. Okay, so You only need 3 images per slide. You can have more if you'd like, but they're going to be answering questions from each of your sections. So from this section, I picked my favorite hobby, someone I look up to, and something I think can make the world a better place. So that'd be hobby, powerlifting, someone I look up to, Niall Kinnick, and something that can make the world a better place, more podcasts. So those are examples of what you're going to be posting within your 3 slides right here. So then for this one, you go to favorites. Okay, 3 things I want to answer about. I'm going to find a picture for it and then post it here. Same thing with academics. You can have more than 3 pictures, but you must have at least 3. And there's not going to be any words for these slides. So eventually this will turn into a presentation, and the thought process is you're not looking at the board with your back to the audience, but instead you're facing the audience and presenting, not reading information off the board. Okay. The next thing that I'm going to be showing you how to do is how to link these slides to your locker from the outside. So we're going to click on slide 3 right here, and then I'm going to click on the URL. I'm going to copy the URL, and then I'm going to be pasting it after I go back to slide 2, click on this blank box. I wait until there's the blue boxes all around it. I will then do insert, and then I will do link. I will then do paste by doing Control V, apply. And now if I click on this link, it'll take me directly to All About Me. I'll continue the same process by doing step 4, posting step 4 here, slide 4, and then finally slide 5, copying the URL, posting slide 5 here by following the same steps that I showed you for slide 3. So at this point, if you need to go back and rewind and see how I was able to connect slide 3 to this slide here, go ahead and do that. So once you've been able to hyperlink all of your slides to these 3 blank spots and an image, you're then going to find an image to paste over these 3 blank spots that will represent the 3 categories that you'll be presenting on. So for example, you're going to find an image that represents all about you, so it could just be a picture of you, an image that represents one of your favorite things, whatever that would be, and an image that represents academics. And you're going to post them in that order. All about me, favorites, academics. Just one picture for each one, leaving a little room below so that you can click on that hyperlink and get to that slide that you need to. And then after you've completed that, you will be submitting this to On Campus, and you will be complete with this assignment. Thank you for your patience. Please let me know if you have any questions.